Hey guys, Zero here. I'm going to be doing a super quick speed talking video. I apologize if I'm like racing super fast here, but I just don't get a lot of time nowadays to make videos, so when I do I have to go like super fast. So this is basically going to be on the game Fantasy Life that came out a couple days ago. I picked it up and I'm liking it, so I'm recommending it to you guys. It's kind of a niche title, so probably not a lot of people have run out and bought it. Not a lot of stores are probably even carrying it. It's made by Level 5, people that did Professor Layton. It's a combination RPG and sim type game, so picture like an RPG mixed with Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing. So basically the thing that I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to do like a review for the game or anything because I've only been playing it a couple hours, but I want to get into the fact that there is so much questing in this game that if you have OCD or you are a completionist, you like to check things off a list, this game is definitely for you, and I'm just going to give you some examples. So I'm going to boot up my save file I'm working on right here. Just turn down the music. Okay, so basically like when you're playing normally, you got your action on the top screen, you got your map on the bottom screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into quests here. Now in this game you have the option of choosing from 12 different character classes, which are going to be your traditional RPG type things. You have like Paladin, you have Mage, which they call Wizard in the American version. But then you also have some more like realistic down-to-earth type things like Woodcutter, and there's like someone who can sew, and there's like just like more crafty type professions, blacksmith, and they all have their uses. So there's like the more fighting type, classes, and then there's the more creative type classes. Right now I'm a wizard. You can see my little wizard chick up there on the top screen. But yeah, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into quests right now just to show you some of the side quests, or the quests in general that you're going to see. So there's 3 tabs of challenges, of quests in this game. The one in the top left, you can see how it's got a wand up there. That's because right now I'm a wizard. So the challenges tab up in the top left is going to correspond with whatever character class you are. So right now it's got a bunch of different ones for me to do. These ones are only worth 50 stars, so they're not that much. And it'll give you a description of what you have to do to fulfill that up on the top screen. And these are, pretty basic ones, pretty simple. They start to increase in, value as you go down. And then here at the bottom are some ones that I've already done. So, okay, there's some, quests there. That's pretty decent. That's a good amount of things to tackle there. Then if you click on the second tab, that's butterfly requests. Now these are going to be more to get you familiar with the actual story and the world that the game takes place in. So these are going to be the ones that, for the most part, advance the storyline. Not necessarily all of them will, but they're more, story-centric. They're more based around the actual, like, town and the people and stuff like that. So, like, these ones that I just tackled recently are basically all, explore the town, find out about this building, the library, the pet shop, all that different kinds of stuff. And you can see I've tackled all of these ones right here. And then up at the very top, this one's called The Adventure Continues. I left that one for last because that one is obviously, as the name implies, that's going to advance the story. So, yeah. Now, if you click on Other Requests, which is the third tab there, this one is just where they were like, I don't even know what the fuck to call these. This is just like everything else. Whatever didn't fit under the first 2 categories. So these are going to be more like the standard typical quests that you would get as side quests in a normal RPG. So if you were playing like Tales of Destiny or Final Fantasy or whatever, and you run into a townsperson and they say, oh, I lost my dog, or can you bring me 5 of these? That's going to be these kind of quests, and they're completely optional, and they reward you with money. So that's where all these kinds of quests go. So just right now where I'm in the game at like a little bit over the 3-hour mark, I already have, 3 tabs full of quests that I can be tackling. Okay? So in addition to that, keep in mind that the challenges tab right now, these are not all the challenges for a wizard. These are just the ones that I'm capable of doing at this point in time. And then this is going to change for depending on what one of the 12 character classes that you are at. So, you know, I'm going to show you pretty much how you can figure out how many quests there's going to be in total. So if you back out here, because these are just all the quests that I can pretty much tackle right now, but if you click back and then you click on the menu and then you go into skills, I'm sorry, not skills, I don't know why I clicked that. I'm trying to remember where it's under. Okay, licenses. So a license is like basically you need a license for each job class. So right now I only have a license to be a wizard, so that's what I have right there. Now if I click on that, it's going to give me a full list. I'm sorry, it's really hard to click on this accurately when I'm doing it through a camera. Oh, I don't even have to click on it. I just need to click challenges. Okay. So, this is going to be a full list of all the challenges and all the side quests that you can do for a wizard. And obviously, the ones I've checked off are at the top. And then as you scroll down, it's going to show you some more. And some of them, you know, if they're available, it'll tell you what they are. But if they're not available, it's going to say challenge locked. And that means you're going to get it later in the game. So as you can see, I'm scrolling down. These are all locked. Locked. I'm still scrolling. And you get to the bottom. So, on average, there's about almost 70 side quests per character class. And if you multiply that by 12 character classes, you're looking at 800 and something side quests. So there's like 800 something side quests just right there in the 12 character classes, on top of the butterfly quests, which are, like as I said, your main story quests, and those are going to be constantly expanding as you get farther in the game. And then that's on top of the other requests. Now, there's a ton of these other requests. Basically, anytime you're in town and you see a villager with dots over their head and you run up to them and you talk to them, they'll say, oh, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? And it'll add it to your quest list. It might be something that you can't even tackle right now. It might be, oh, can you cut down these trees in the forest? And you might not be a woodcutter. You might be a wizard. So you might have to wait until you get a license for woodcutter and have leveled up, you know, to the point where you can do what they're asking you to. So this list is like, I just only happen to have 4 on here because I happen to talk to 4 people that I passed by. But if I went and talked to every single person right now on the map that had dots over their heads, I would have pages and pages of quests over here. So basically my point is that this game is just full to the brim of quests, and this game is huge. Like, if you look at the map on the top of the screen, you start out in this tiny little castle town right here, and eventually you're able to go down into like this grassy area, and then you're able to go into this area to the left, and then this beach down here, and like it expands, and the game is just humongous. So definitely the main story is going to take you a long time to complete, but just the quests, that is like I have OCD, and as you can see when I'm doing my challenges, like these ones all just opened up, so I just got these right now before I saved and started this video. But up until that, up until all these were unlocked, all I had was these ones down here, and I had them all checked off. And then when you go to my butterfly requests, before I advance the story, I tackle every single butterfly quest that's available to me. So I'm just one of those, like, you know, freaks that's like obsessed with doing all the quests. So if that's something that you are interested in, check out this game. It's called Fantasy Life. It's by Level 5. They did Professor Layton. It's available now, $40. Go pick it up. I recommend it. And that's pretty much all I wanted to tell you guys. So until the next video, I will see you guys later.